So it's close to the end of the semester. We have finals in a couple of weeks, and I thought I haven't done a vlog on grad school in a while, and I kind of sort of almost have my advising stuff done. Sort of. It's still kind of pending. So I thought I would talk about that because that's been kind of the confusing part for me, is just figuring out the degree plan and getting an advisor and getting the committee and stuff. So, well, I don't know. It's been kind of a tough semester working full-time and going to school part-time, and this also affects my schedule and the ability to go meet people. And so I ended up meeting with 4 different instructors and had varying and each instructor is definitely a different personality. So we have a choice of doing a thesis or a graduate project, which we don't have to decide that right now, but I was pretty set on doing a graduate project so I could actually write some software for my master's degree. So the first instructor I met with, who, as a potential advisor, had a project, but it was basically a project being done by one of his doctoral students, and I would be able to contribute to it, but the project itself just basically sounded like the sort of things I would do at work, not at my current job, but just as a software developer. So it sounded really boring, because it sounded like something I could do pretty easily. So I just wasn't that interested, and this instructor was kind of close to the idea of me having my own graduate project. So I met with another one who their research focuses were also close to what mine are, but he seemed really aloof and really busy and just kind of, I don't know, I didn't get really a good impression, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. And I met with another instructor who was kind of just, yeah, okay, that's fine, do whatever you want, that sort of thing. And so I would have gone with this instructor, but I also had one last instructor that I was going to interview, but just meet with. I went to meet a newer instructor, to see if she would be my advisor, and she seemed just like personality that would mesh with mine pretty well. We're both kind of new instructors, but she has her PhD and I just have a bachelor's degree, but she's new to the university. I'm new at my job. I've been there for 1 full year, and this is my first semester working as an actual full-time semi-permanent, not quite permanent. Yeah, so she was really helpful and explained how all of this kind of works, and I just had a good feeling about her versus the guy who was like, I don't have time to send you information unless you decide to be my advisee or something. So I was like, okay, we're gonna go with you. And then I had to build a graduate advising committee. So, okay, let me go over this part first. When I was first applying at KU, they have this page and a list of focus areas. And so I had looked through all of these, and I had chosen that I wanted to do computer systems design, and it has a list of courses to take. So I had chosen this, but it turns out during orientation, they let us know that, hey, they haven't updated the website for whatever reason, and that's not really the thing anymore. They basically just have computer science, computer engineering, and electrical engineering as focus areas, and then the student has to come up with the classes that they're going to take, and they have to get those classes signed off on by the chair and their committee of 3 people and their advisor. So this is kind of where I'm at the moment. I've set up courses that I would like to take towards my degree, and I just really went for stuff that sounds interesting to me. Like, I guess my focus area would be, like, computer science education, but there aren't really any classes that are computer science education. So I thought it'd be cool to do computer vision, visualizations, computer graphics, which I've had this kind of class at UMKC before, but I know I can do OpenGL, and just various stuff that sounded alright to me. To get my graduate committee, I literally just went through, do I have that here? The faculty list, and tried to find instructors that would be interested. I basically just shot them an email and said, "Hey, I'm Rachel. I'm new. I need a advising committee. This is what I want to do my research on. Will you be my committee person?" And so that's basically it. I didn't have to go meet with each of them. It sounded like a really casual process from the seminar class that we have. So I have a grad plan. I'm waiting on it to be approved. I want to take computer vision and data mining next semester. I'm waiting on that to be approved by my advisor. And that's about it. So I'm hoping these classes don't fill up, which hopefully they don't, because these are actual grad classes. So if I search the list, we got EECS 741. We search for fall. Maybe 25 seats available. So only 5 students have enrolled. So with the grad classes, hopefully they don't fill up very fast. So yeah, so that's a little bit about how my advising quest has gone. So currently I'm kind of just waiting around for other people to approve things. So yeah, one of the interesting things, I guess, is that a lot of instructors here have like a research focus of like radar and signal processing and stuff like that. So like if you were going to do your research on radar, you would go with one of those instructors as an advisor, and you would take radar-based classes. But again, like just as someone who's interested in, like I'm a little bit interested in a lot of different areas, but as far as something I would be able to spend a year or more working on as a research thesis or project, it would probably be something like making video games for education, or some way to teach computer science more effectively, or something like that. So there's not really classes around that. It's like, I don't know, let me open this back up again. As an example, some of the courses they have. Oh no, my thing froze. Oh, well, who cares about this webcam? We'll close that for a minute. Oops. So, for example, these kinds of classes. Yeah. Nothing really related to, like, softer skills, like education. But, yeah. Oops, now all my windows have gone away. And my webcam is still... That webcam works, not the other one, though. Oh well, I'm pretty much done anyway. That's all I wanted to say. You move this, you can reorder, move up. You can view me in the background next to me on the side. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that was my advisor quest. And hopefully that was informative, because that was one of the things that was a pretty stressful part, just because there wasn't a really good instructions on how to do that. And as an undergrad, you're just automatically given an advisor, and it's no big deal. You just have to take classes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then you're done. But as a grad student, you kind of just get to choose whichever classes you want, at least here. And then hopefully you graduate after the 30 hours of classes and your research project or thesis. So yeah, I need to actually study for finals now, so I'm gonna do that. Bye.